Hello traders, welcome to the Friday trade recap plus forecast. So finally closed out the Japanese pairs, I believe it was Wednesday. So just making an update how the trades turned out. Also took some losses on the Aussie US dollar and the pound. First, Euro US dollar, nothing's changed since my last recap. It is range bound. I am waiting for a large impulse up, and then I would look for a trade to buy, or I'm waiting for a large impulse down, and then I will look for a trade to, of course, sell. We can move on. I mean, EU is really boring currently. Currently, it's really boring. Sometimes it can be active, but it's very rare, to be honest. So EJ, yeah, got in this one. V reversal range, trend up, and then I was buying. Classic chart pattern, went up and I got taken out for around 16% win right here on the top with the trailing stop loss rule that I implement. Basically, this is the importance of using a trailing stop loss and not a fixed take profit. If I had a fixed take profit, I would have probably exited around here, so 5R, or possibly here at 10R, but with the trailing stop loss rule, I managed to bank 16% on this trade. Then it just kind of went range bound right here. So right here we got an impulse to the downside and then a flag formation. For me personally, I did not take this flag because I saw a clear momentum shift in these two candles. So basically these two candles signal the momentum shift plus this wick. I just did not want to get into this trade, and as you can see, that turned out to be a loser. Only thing going for the trade was this nice impulse down, but the impulse was coming out of a range, so that's really not high probability. And yeah, turned out to be a 1% loss, which I did not take. Again, didn't fit my plan, so I managed to avoid that loss. Currently, this pair is just range bound, stuck between the low, stuck between the high. It's looking very similar to the euro and the US dollar. What I'm waiting for is, as always, breakout to the upside, then a flag, or break and retest, of course. Breakout to a downside, then a flag, or break and a retest. So I think we can move on. Nothing really more interesting here on EJ. Aussie US dollar took 2 losses. So let's see what I was seeing right here. I was seeing a reversal. I was seeing a smaller ascending inside of a larger ascending structure. So smaller inside of this larger ascending, as you can see. That for me is high probability to reverse. At this point, I did not have an order on for a reversal because we were just breaking and leaving wicks. Then we pulled back. And we broke again with a clean close, continued. So for me, it was okay. It was Tuesday. So Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm a bit more patient. But for me, this is the highest probability formation on the Aussie US dollar. Smaller ascending inside of a larger ascending. Push down, small pullback, no momentum shift. Continuation with a clean close. And I had an order on. And I got taken out for a 1% loss right here. Very good trade in my opinion. So losses are a part of trading. My win rate is around, 40%. I believe it's around 30. Again, I'm going to take a lot of losses, but the winners just pay for the losses. This month I have made around 50%, something like that. So crazy numbers, and the losses just don't matter. That doesn't mean we can take any sort of trades, but it does mean that when we take losses that fit our plan, it's not a big deal. The winners will cover the losses. Okay, right here, same sort of methodology. I was seeing an ascending. What I especially liked about this ascending is, of course, that we were just breaking into liquidity areas and retracing, leaving wicks. So for me, that's a really high probability formation on the Aussie and the US dollar. When we just leave wicks in these liquidity areas, as we know, traders are probably selling the tops of these ranges, keeping their stops above the most recent highs, and then the market makers take them out, print large wicks, and then reverse the price. Right here I saw a clear momentum shift, and it was also Thursday. Thursdays I expect a trend, and I was happy to set a pending short order. Next candle was not a big concern. You could say, okay, it did print double wicks. For me personally, not really a big concern on this type of a setup on the Aussie US dollar. With these reversals taking out upper liquidity, I'm happy to leave my order on, and then I got taken out for another 1% loss. It happens. Currently, same as EU, I'm expecting a larger range. Seeing a range bound structure, I'm expecting something like this. And what I want to be seeing to get in on a trade is, of course, for the price to push far, far away from the structure, push up, give me a flag or a nice break and they retest, or of course push down, nice break, and then a flag or a break and they retest. That's about it for AU. AJ, again, closed out the trades with the trailing stop loss rule. So first trade right here, saw a trend up, saw clean candles, one candle pullback continuation, placed an order, got in. This one I was out for 25%. Then this one was a scale in, so again saw a push up, one candle pullback continuation, price took me in and then went up. Trailing stop loss rule took me out right here on the top, and it was for around 12.3%. And another scale in I took was here. This was a flag scale in, so basically I was seeing a strong uptrend, really strong uptrend, and then I saw a flag formation basically right here. Flag formation, small flag, no momentum shift, strong entry candle, already in two trades running at massive percentages, so I was happy to take this trade. I'll take this one all over again, definitely. Ended up being a 1% loss. What you're gonna do, it happens, so took a small loss here. And then there was another opportunity right here. Possibly some people were looking to buy at this point right about here, but for me I saw clear momentum shift in this candle, a big warning sign. So I was not happy taking this trade with this sort of a momentum shift. I did not have an order on. It would have been a winner. So this one would have tagged me in and then went up and would have been another winner, but it just did not fit my plan enough to take. So that's about it. Got taken out for some big profits. So really nice. This was really a huge month. Right here, I'm seeing a range. I'm seeing an ascending into a descending structure. I'm expecting more range bound price action. So definitely right here, price is range bound. I want to see a large impulse up or a large impulse down. So really simple. All of the pairs are currently range bound from my personal analysis. Okay, so right here, I was also in a short trade on the pound. Really good trade. Momentum down, one candle pullback. The pullback is with the trend. It's red. We continue. Clean close, of course. And then I was very happy to place a pending short order after this clean close. This is a textbook setup on the pound. This is exactly what I look for. Large momentum, small pullback, then a continuation. Got taken in. Price was running in some profit right here. Unfortunately, then we got taken out for the full loss. I did not get an opportunity to reduce risk. It happens, what you're gonna do. Losses are part of the game, but this was a really good trade. Currently, if we squeeze out a bit or zoom out, it's stuck in range. So definitely not seeing anything here. I'm looking for a large impulse up, a flag or a break and they retest, or I'm looking for a large impulse down, a flag or a break and they retest. So yeah, I'm just looking for a large breakout out of this structure. This is very range bound, and I want to see something as we saw here. I want to be seeing a large impulse and then a continuation, especially in the pound where I need to see large momentum. Again, very boring stuff. Currently on the pound, not seeing anything, and the market will soon be closing. I'm only trading until 5 p.m. London time. I don't think we will get any setups today. Actually, I'm sure there will be no setups today, but next week we shall see. Usually after a big month, the markets kind of quiet down a bit. We get kind of a slowdown phase, kind of a distribution phase. It's not the rule, but usually after a huge month, after huge trends, price tends to slow down a bit. I mean, it just can't go up or down forever. Okay, this one stuck in range, and then is ranging around here. So you could also make a case for a descending structure. Didn't have any trades on this one, wasn't looking for any trades, nothing really fit my plan, nothing really caught my eye. Everything was wiki and just full of range bound price action. So we have descending, ascending into descending, signaling further range bound price action. What I need to see on this one, as on all of the others, is a flag or a break and a retest after a nice large impulse. Again, to the downside, a flag or a break and a retest after a nice large impulse. So that's about it for the forecast and trade recap. Be more patient. Make sure you follow your plan. Now, after these winners, we need to be, again, patient and not just take any sort of trades. Otherwise, we will just accumulate losses. So let's be prepared for the next week. Let's see what the next week brings us. Currently, all of the 6 pairs are very range bound, so I'm being a lot more patient. That's it. See you guys in the next trading week.